morning, church. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. So as you know, as a church, we are studying through the book of Galatians. And Galatians for me is one of those books that I haven't studied through. I've read through, but I haven't studied through. And so a lot of the things that I've just read over and skipped over in my mind. And coming across chapter 5, there's a lot of information in there. And there's a lot of things that really jumped out at me. And I read this, oh man, I don't even know. I read it a bunch of times because I would just have to read a paragraph of a verse at a time and just break it down in my mind because there's just so much going on to me that it really blew my mind. And it starts out with a banger. I mean, the very first 7 words is Christ has liberated us to be free. And that is underlined in my Bible, and that really just, that's insane. That blows my mind that is, those 7 words is literally the redemption story. Like Paul has a common theme of throughout all of his books relating back to Jesus and the redemption story, and that Jesus has come down onto earth, died, buried, and resurrected. And this is just 7 words that aren't really the main point of this entire thing, but those 7 words really jump out at me because, I mean, that's just insane to me. Like what Jesus did is insane to me, and it blows my mind every time I think about it. And I love him, and I love it for it. I love it. And it just, this first 7 words, it just blew my mind. Another thing that I had underlined that really jumped out at me was down in verse 6. It says, "For in Christ Jesus neither circumcision nor uncircumcision accomplishes anything. What matters is faith working through love." And that's Paul basically taking all of their traditions and kicking it out and saying, we don't need that anymore. Because the circumcision was a huge deal, and now he's saying that it does not matter. All that matters is if you're faith working through the love of Jesus Christ, through love of God, from God. And if you jump down to verse 13, it says, For you were called to be free, brothers, only don't use this freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but serve one another through love." There's the same thing of through love. That it doesn't matter what's going on. It means that it matters what we're doing through love, through Jesus. And those things really jumped out at me because Paul is kicking everything that the world thinks is correct, and he's telling to get rid of it. And if you keep reading in the chapter, that he's just getting rid of the world and getting rid of all of the tradition. And that's really just crazy because that's taken, if you put it in today's context, that's taken today and saying getting rid of everything that we know of and following Jesus through it. And it really just blows my mind. The next couple of verses just are ones that I really I need to read a lot more, because there's a bunch of things that are works of the flesh that are obvious, like it says right there, now the works of the flesh are obvious, but all those things that they're really in your life no matter how hard you try and kick them out, and you really need to fight with everything in you and trust God and let him help you fight in all of it. Now I could keep going on, and I want to keep going on, but I need to cut this video here. I hope this helps you guys out, and I hope you guys have a great day. God bless.